Right now at 10, two people are killed in unrelated accidents in southwest Missouri. We'll have the latest. Plus, the Country Road Family Fun Farm is celebrating the holiday weekend. We'll tell you how. Also, we'll take you to the Royal Slab Car Show and Easttown Cruise in Joplin, and
add an American Airlines computer glitch to the travel problems this 4th of July holiday weekend. I'm Wendy Gillette. Coming up, I'll explain what went wrong.
You're watching the KOAM News at 10, and it starts right now. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Chris Warner. Two men are dead in two separate crashes in southwest Missouri. One crash happened last night just after 7:30 on I-49, 2 miles south of Sheldon in Barton County. According to Missouri State Highway Patrol, 57-year-old Wayne Sprinkle was riding a motorcycle and swerved to avoid something in the roadway, lost control, and overturned. Sprinkle was pronounced dead at the scene. The other crash happened just after 9 last night on Elder Road, about 4.5 miles west of Diamond in Newton County. Officials with the Missouri Highway Patrol say 51-year-old Brian Bradley of Diamond was riding an ATV when it traveled off the roadway. Authorities say Bradley overcorrected, and that resulted in the ATV overturning. Bradley was pronounced dead at the scene. Grand River Dam Authority police say they've recovered a body from the Dripping Springs area of Grand Lake. Officials say they received a call regarding a cliff jumper that did not resurface from the lake around 6:30 yesterday evening. The GRDA says water rescue units arrived on the scene and recovered the body about 30 minutes after the incident. The investigation is ongoing and no other details have been released. A church bus is rear-ended on Missouri 96 just west of Oronogo. This crash happened this morning just before 9:45. Officials say there were 6 people on the bus, which was from Crossroads Baptist Church in Carthage. The accident happened on Highway 96 near County Road 230, about a mile west of Oronogo, and there were no reported injuries at the scene. Some of us saw a little bit of rain today, helped in some of those warm temperatures. Nick Kelly joining us.
And for a lot of us, Chris, those temperatures did take a tumble if you got underneath any of those thunderstorms. We had a low 74, for example, at Joplin this morning, pushing 96 for the afternoon. Then the rain came and those temperatures tumbled actually into the 70s as we went into the afternoon and even into this evening. The last of the rain, though, still trying to hold on in some form along and north of US 54, certainly from the Beta, Fort Scott, and just to the north of Iola and Humboldt. But you can see how those storms were more prevalent earlier this afternoon and certainly to get the evening started. Even though the rain is long gone for Woodson and Wilson counties, you have picked up quite a bit of rain today, still resulting in an aerial flood warning up until about 10:30 or so. I think that's actually been extended until 10 a.m. tomorrow because of all the rain. Could see some minor flooding still in a couple of low-lying spots and some poor drainage areas. But this is our main weather headlines starting tomorrow, taking us through Friday. The building heat with those heat advisories taking effect starting tomorrow afternoon. But at least we're dry tonight. Lows back near 75, a warm start to your 4th. We're dry for the holiday this time around, but underneath partly sunny skies, we'll see highs pushing to 98. We'll see what feels like temperatures could range for tomorrow, Chris, and see how high the mercury will go for the week ahead here in a bit.
All right, Nick, thank you. The Country Road Family Fun Farm celebrating the holiday weekend by bringing people onto the farm for food, fun, and, of course, fireworks. The Family Fun Farm is typically closed for the summer, but opened up its gates because they felt it is important to celebrate with the community.
Well, we are a very patriotic family. We love 4th of July. We're the type that's always blowing stuff up anyway. We would set off all kinds of fireworks whether we had a fun farm or not, but we figured since we have the fun farm and we love to blow things up, why not invite people to join us?
The Country Roads Family Fun Farm is located at 15144 Highway 97 in Stotts City. The Set Ranch Prosperity Ranch and the Royal Slab Car Club partnering together to put on an inaugural car show in celebration of the 4th of July. The goal is to give people from all backgrounds an opportunity to express themselves and celebrate the 4th through their cars.
Our main mission is to level the playing field for the socially and economically disadvantaged, and that includes a lot of people that are from other races, other cultures, and so we wanted to make sure we include everyone. And cars are an expression of people's culture and people's taste and their characteristics, and so they speak a lot about a person.
For more information, you can check out this story at KOAMnewsnow.com. A computer scheduling glitch for American Airlines threatened to bring more flight cancellations to the already fraught 4th of July holiday weekend. American says most of the problems have been resolved. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette is in New York to explain what went wrong.
It couldn't have happened at a worse time amid staffing shortages, weather disruptions, and high demand over the holiday weekend. An American Airlines scheduling platform allowed pilots early yesterday to opt out of thousands of flights this month. The pilots union says 12,000 flights lacked a captain, first officer, or both, including flights this weekend. American says it suspended the platform and restored the majority of the schedules so that operations will not be impacted. The snafu comes as the industry deals with thousands of canceled and delayed flights this weekend.
We just got here. They let us know right now that I got canceled.
Alam Khan's flight to Toronto was canceled yesterday before his own wedding today.
I'm just going to shoot her a call and be like, look, babe, I'm kind of stuck here for now, but I'll be there as soon as I can be.
The number of flyers set a record this weekend. Nearly 2.5 million people went through TSA checkpoints Friday, the most since before the pandemic. But tens of millions will hit the roads, around 42 million, according to AAA. That's despite gas prices hovering just under $5 a gallon, $1.70 more than last year. President Biden tweeted to gas companies, urging them to lower prices at the pump.
It's annoying. It just makes us decide what we're doing and where we're going and try to do more things in one certain area than not.
Californians are already paying over $6 a gallon, and it got even pricier Friday with an increase in the state gas tax. Wendy Gillette, CBS News, New York.
Air passengers are also paying fares that are around 25% higher compared to last year. FlightAware shows more than 600 flights canceled and over 5,500 delayed yesterday, and several hundred delays and cancellations so far this morning. We take this time now to honor our four-state hero. Specialist Jessica Dodson served in the Army in Iraq, her hometown, Miami. We're proud to recognize Specialist Jessica Dodson, tonight's four-state hero. After the break, what a new study says about instituting a national abortion ban.
I've had it.
The new antenna, that thing there, weighs 12.5 tons, now at the top of our tower. That is, of course, video of it when it was going up there. For now, we're still broadcasting from a temporary antenna. It's lower power and lower on the tower. This is as we prepare to transition to this more powerful transmitter. So we do know that our signal has become a little glitchy for some of you, and unfortunately, we are aware that some of you have completely lost our over-the-air signal. But worry not, as soon as this project is completed, we're going to be broadcasting with more power than ever before. Keep up on the progress on our website, koamnewsnow.com/power. A new study says instituting a national abortion ban would possibly raise maternal death rates by a significant number. Researchers at the University of Colorado say if a national abortion ban were to happen following the overturning of Roe v. Wade, U.S. maternal death rates would jump by 24%, and maternal death rates among black women would surge by 39%. They say states with already high maternal death rates and moderate to high abortion rates like Florida and Georgia would see a jump by about 30%. Some sweet onions by a Georgia farming company are recalled over bacteria contamination concerns. A&M Farms is recalling whole Vidalia onions sold through Wegmans and Publix grocery store chains under the brand Little Bear. They were recalled because they may be contaminated with listeria, which can cause infections in the bloodstream and even the brain. The recalled onions were shipped to Florida, Georgia, New York, Massachusetts, and Pennsylvania. Consumers should look for the PLU 4159 on the label and throw them out or return to stores for a refund. The CDC investigating an outbreak of listeria infections that have been traced to an ice cream company in Florida. The agency identified the company as Big Olaf Creamery. Its ice cream is only sold in the Sunshine State. The manufacturer is contacting retailers to recommend against selling its ice cream products until further notice. CDC says consumers who have the ice cream at home should throw it away and sanitize any areas, containers, and utensils that may have touched the project. One death has been reported in Illinois from the infection strain, and 22 people have been hospitalized, and a miscarriage is being blamed on the listeria. Later, it's Sunday, which means we're taking a look at the weekend box office and how it's performed this holiday weekend.
But first, our rain chances are coming to an end, and that's going to lead us to a hot and humid stretch this week. Forecast coming up.
Candlebox.
Even though it was hot and humid again for today, we actually saw a good scattering of rain and storms as we continue throughout this part of the 4th of July holiday weekend. We had maybe widely scattered storms out there this morning, but became more prevalent actually with a developing band of storms out near Springfield and Table Rock Lake. Outflow moving westward just brought the thunderstorm chances into our area. Thankfully, nothing severe, but the strongest of the storms certainly produced at times some minor wind gusts between 40 and 50. Some very small hail, but quite a bit of rain. On the average, 0.4 of an inch for the entire day, and that did include certainly this afternoon and evening's thunderstorms. In fact, we had some good pockets of rain, good being for just lack of a better word. 1.2 inches for across much of Woodson and Wilson counties. That's still enough for aerial flood warnings to continue until 10 o'clock going into your 4th of July morning. And at times, we did have some flash flood warnings stretching from parts of Bourbon, Vernon, Crawford, and Barton counties earlier this afternoon, because this area averaged about 1.5 inches with some heavier pockets pushing almost up to 5 inches of rain. Fortunately, though, we are starting to see these rain chances really wind on down. You can see there's not a lot left, maybe some light rain from the Veda stretching up to the northeast. Then our focus will shift to heat advisories, not just for tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow evening, but all the way through Friday. We're talking about a prolonged stretch, unfortunately, of pure summer heat and humidity getting ready to dominate our weather setup for this week. At least we're looking quiet from Indigo Sky outside of Seneca, Missouri, and from 7th and Range Line. Occasionally you'll see some fireworks from this horizon, but Mother Nature's not providing any fireworks of her own. We're at 76 with now clearing skies up top, and the humidity pretty high at 94%. Looking at temperatures around the rest of the region, we're in the mid-70s to about 80 degrees still. But at the very least, we're going to trend a lot quieter compared to where we were this evening. Actually the last of the thunderstorms are winding down still. However, the setup's changing for the worse. If you're not a fan of summer heat and humidity, our frontal boundary is pushing back to the north and east. Upstairs, here's our upper level ridge, ready to build into the southern plains and parts of the deep south. And that will have an impact on our forecast. Here's what we mean. Everyone's quiet with skies turning mostly clear by your 4th of July morning, but it's going to be quite a warm start with temperatures in the mid-70s. Going throughout the day, I think mostly sunny skies during the day, maybe some afternoon partly cloudy skies, but in general, we're going to keep things dry for your 4th of July this time around, but it's going to be a hot one. After we start at 75, we'll be at 93 by noon. I'm expecting highs to top out around 98. And a quick look at how the evening looks. I think we're pretty dry overall. So for any outdoor plans, be it the cookouts, fireworks displays, or the pool parties, or any gatherings that you have, it's going to be hot to start the evening out with mid-90s to 6 o'clock, but back near 90 by 8 and mid-80s by about 10 o'clock. However, the humidity, it's going to be back up there for tomorrow. So even though we're dry, the humidity will make it feel like 105 to 108 in some spots as we go into tomorrow afternoon. Not much of a break for Tuesday morning, and then right back between 102 and 108 degrees. And that building ridge, it's going to keep us hot with those heat advisories and hot temperatures taking us through Friday. So that's why we have alert days out for Tuesday through Friday. You can even make Monday an alert day because those heat advisories kick into effect tomorrow. 99 Tuesday, lower triple digits Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And that's when, Chris, we could have heat indices pushing up to 110. Hopefully we can get a few thunderstorms in here by Saturday, but pure July heat and humidity, that's what's lining up for us this week.
I never thought we'd say that we'd really hope to see some thunderstorm chances, but we kind of need them to help out this week.
Yeah, this was a good blessing, keeping the grounds hopefully in good shape for any fireworks displays, not just tonight, but for tomorrow night too.
Oh, absolutely. Nick, thank you so much. Journey Sports, Jacob here now. Joplin Outlaws on the field tonight against the Nevada Griffons.
After an off day yesterday, the Outlaws back on the field trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Plus, Kansas City Royals aim to take the series against the Tigers in the series finale. We'll have those highlights and more after this. The Joplin Outlaws have hit a bit of a rough patch in the last week. The Outlaws have lost 4 straight games to slip to 2nd place in the Mink League South Division. Tonight, Joplin tries to get back on track on the road against the division rival Nevada Griffons. Started off top of the 3rd. Game is scoreless until Garrett Chun shoots it back up the middle with the bases loaded. 2-run single gives Joplin the first score of the night. Later in the same inning, Sam Fagan up. Gets one through the left side. That scores Chun from 3rd. Extends the Outlaws' lead to 4-0. Then this guy had a good night. Carl Junction product Carson Johnson goes the other way here. 2-run double for Johnson. He goes 2 for 3 on the night and drives in 3. Big win for the Outlaws this evening, beating Nevada 12-1. The Kansas City Royals have split the first 2 games of their 3-game series with the Tigers. And the Royals dropped a heartbreaker last night, giving up 2 home runs in the 9th, falling 4-3. Kansas City tries the rebound and take the series this afternoon. Emmanuel Rivera, 2nd inning, 2-run homer for Kansas City. His 5th of the season. It's 3-0 Royals. 4th inning, Brady Singer rolling on the mound for Kansas City. Harold Castro goes down looking. Javi Baez also can have a seat. Then Willie Castro goes down swinging. Singer strikes out the side in the 4th. Next inning, Andrew Benintendi up now, going the other way for the double. Rivera scores on that to get the Kansas City lead to 4. A big opportunity here for Detroit with the bases loaded. Check it out, Whit Merrifield out there in right. Nice sliding grab. Royals take the series from the Tigers, winning this one 7-4. In the National League, the Cardinals try to take their series over the Phillies after splitting the first 2, but they didn't score. Not going to win much doing that. 4-0 the final tonight. St. Louis will be right back on the field tomorrow evening facing the Braves at 6:20. Today is the 19th race of the NASCAR Cup Series season. The series heads to Wisconsin this afternoon for the Quick Trip 250 at Road America. Chase Elliott on the pole for this race today. After a late dive to the pits for Elliott, Chase Briscoe inherits the lead. Briscoe wins the first stage, his 2nd career stage win. A lap 30 now after the leaders make a late stop. Ryan Blaney takes over the top spot. Blaney would take the 2nd stage. 17 laps to go. Gets good here. Elliott back out in front. Tyler Reddick close behind him. Elliott locks it up in the turn. Reddick takes the lead on the inside. Reddick goes on to win it. It's his first career win, and he's the 13th different winner of the season.
Just a huge sense of relief. This whole team, we've been at it for a couple years now together, and even some of us back to the Xfinity Series days. You know, a lot of great people have helped an immense amount along the way, and it's just what a crazy ride it's been, and just had to put a lot into it. All of us have, and it's really nice to get it finally done.
That's it for sports. We're back after this.
In Akron, Ohio, community leaders and elected officials called for peaceful protest after releasing disturbing video of the fatal police shooting of a 25-year-old black man. We must warn you that they may find the video disturbing. Elise Preston reports.
Officials in Akron, Ohio called for calm following the release of body camera footage showing the death of Jalen Walker. Police shot and killed the 25-year-old as he ran from them. The video shows the moments leading up to the tragedy. An officer at the wheel of a police cruiser tries to pull Walker over for an unspecified traffic violation. Walker does not stop, setting off a chase. Police say a shot was fired from his car shortly after the pursuit began. Minutes later, Walker pulled over, then ran into a parking lot. As they approached, 8 officers opened fire. More than 60 rounds struck Walker, who was declared dead at the scene. Akron Police Chief Milet confirmed that Walker was unarmed at the time of the shooting.
When you see it in real time, it's very hard to distinguish what Mr. Walker is doing. In the still photos, there's a picture that appears to all of us that Mr. Walker is going down to his waist area.
The incident has sparked daily protests in Akron. 8 members of the Akron police force have been placed on leave pending an investigation by state authorities.
They've got to be ready to explain why they did what they did. They need to be able to articulate what specific threats they were facing, and that goes for every round that goes down the barrel of their gun.
Akron law requires all body cam evidence to be public within a week. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
We're back right after this. Holidays are usually big at the box office. David Daniel has the early estimates for the weekend.
I know you're scared.
The Black Phone fell to 5th place with $12.3 million, pushing the fright film close to $50 million in domestic box office. Jurassic World Dominion is up to $335 million domestic after a 4th place weekend worth $15.7 million. Elvis fell to 3rd with $19 million, giving the biopic a domestic total of $72 million after its 2nd weekend in theaters.
Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell.
As Tom Cruise celebrated his 60th birthday, Top Gun Maverick made another $25.5 million for a domestic total of $571 million. Minions: The Rise of Gru easily rode to victory in its opening weekend. The 5th movie in the Despicable Me franchise led the way with $108.5 million. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Now, estimates for Friday through July the 4th holiday put Minions at nearly $128 million for its first 4 days. And if that's the case, it's going to be a 4th of July record weekend debut. And speaking of records, we got some high temperatures on the way.
Yeah, including tomorrow. We're going to be dry for your 4th. We'll start at 75 in the morning, 93 by noon, but highs near 98. Heat indices around 105 at the hottest point of the day. And we'll talk about triple-digit heats, like it or not, Wednesday through Friday of this week.
All right, Nick, thank you. It's our time for now. We'll be back here tomorrow night. Thanks for making us part of your night.